better start talking.
No need to ask me twice.
Thanks for the info.
Oh, come on, man.
Well, maybe it's time for me to go.
Really need your phone.
She's here. I know she's here. Don't worry. It won't go off. Sit tight. Help me out here. Just stay quiet for now, okay? He's gotta be around here somewhere. They're crazy! Time for fireworks. Yeah, I want to find them.
We got one, well, we got 2 out of 3, so that's as much as we could do.
This isn't right.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
They don't look like your usual freak. Need to be closer to say hello.
Well, maybe it's time for me to go.
We're doing this. Come on.
Get after her.
Come on.
Wow.
I smell it now. It's disarmed. Sit tight. You have to stop them.
You saved me.
Belfry, did you hear anything about freaks teaming up with citizens for crime stuff?
You're kidding, right?
Maybe, maybe not.
I'm not seeing anything like that in past scanner chatter or police reports. Eager to hear if you learn more, though.
Almost there, dispatch.
Okay, we'll do that another time. As we'll do this one at another time as well.
unsung hero. You had to do things the hard way. You need more training. Better get out of here.
Oh, shit.
Gotta keep looking. Batman needed us to find something here.
Batgirl identified.
Batman left secret caches all over Gotham. You'll find rewards and more inside each one. Reach all emitters within the time.
User approved. Cache site uploaded to AR device.
Bruce Wayne's audio logs. You found one of Bruce's audio logs.
Hey, Alfred, did Bruce ever mention anything about hiding supplies out in the city? We found one of his caches. It had some pretty useful things inside.
You know, Master Bruce was fond of having a backup plan. The supplies in those compartments often saved him a long trip back to the Batcave. I expect if you look hard enough, you'll find similar caches across Gotham.
Handy. I'll see if I can find the others then.
So what was that gonna say? Okay, I'm assuming it's in a collection, so we'll go through all that after we've done this main mission. What level am I at? Level 5, okay. So if we go to the main mission,
security will be tight here. There must be a more bat-friendly entrance.
So we're getting a lot more used to this map. It is very much like Spider-Man 2, which I'm actually enjoying it a lot more than I anticipated, to be honest. What am I going to say? We've done as much as we can. We've obviously learned more about the map this time round. And we can actually mark places and obviously travel there by Batmobile. So we've done as much as we can. We're now on the main story main story bits. And then we will be ending it there, guys, for today. Let's upgrade it to this one. Crafting. I got a bunch of mods, which is awesome. All right.
I guess boomerangs really do come back. Hope the captain doesn't. Penguin loves his trick umbrellas. Clock King? Haven't heard that name in ages. A guide to the US tax code? Penguin's really pushing this legitimate businessman thing. A coin with his own profile? These people live in a different world. What the? Nap time.
Watch your backs. Someone took her out.
Right through your face. Don't even try it. You can't get away.
Get on her!
You can upgrade some skills. Ban list. The Iceberg Lounge's list of banned individuals features the typical type of clientele performing precisely the type of bannable offences you'd expect. Brawling, theft, destruction of property. Notably, Bruce Wayne's name and photograph appears at the top of the worst offenders list, following inappropriate behaviour. Mr. Wayne is not permitted to enter the Iceberg Lounge under any circumstances. Oh.
Locked. No surprise there.
That door's sandalwood. Custom job. Fixing it's gonna be a pain in the ass.
I'll get out of your hair after you answer some questions.
Smile. Viral video of you assaulting reformed citizen is the last thing you need right now.
Reformed. Huh, I should give Blackgate more credit. Must have been lonely doing your time without your friends.
Someone's done their homework.
I want to know who busted them out and why.
If you really want to go down this rabbit hole, you need to know there's no coming back from it.
That doesn't scare me.
I'm gonna spell this out for you. With the bat gone, you're not worth my time. Get lost. Beat it.
Photograph. Cobblepot patriarch Theodore with his family celebrating his second term as mayor of Gotham City in the late 1930s. As the heir to the Cobblepot Steel,
Come back when you're serious.
robber baron empire, Theodore wielded significant influence over Gotham even before he began his political career. 2 generations later, the family legacy passed to Oswald's...
Ignore you until you leave.
Let me speak, man. 2 generations later, the family legacy passed to Oswald's father, Tucker. Oswald was disowned in his teens due to his penchant for violent criminality. Antique firearms. Generational heirlooms handed down by Colonel Nathan Cobblepot. These turn-of-the-century firearms were recovered from the Slaughter Swamp marshlands following a small but bloody skirmish in 1865. Each weapon appears to be well maintained. None of them are registered. They are, however, actually deactivated.
Hey, careful. Some of those are first editions.
Academic books. In addition to the atlases, encyclopedias, and other academic tomes or loans, this collection contains an original printing of Ornithology of the Southern Hemisphere by author Richard Gray Jr. Chessboard. In chess, the player using white pieces always makes the first move. Oswald Cobblepot always plays with black pieces. He wants his opponents to have the first move advantage, so he can respond and retaliate. In this particular match, Cobblepot has created his own advantage. Both of his bishops occupy white spaces. This is an impossible move. Cobblepot is cheating.
Yo, those are all custom made. Very expensive.
Trick umbrella. Oswald's compulsive need to carry an umbrella apparently traces back to his grandfather. He caught a fatal case of pneumonia in a rainstorm. Years later, the Penguin developed a fondness for weaponized umbrellas.
Belfry, Penguin isn't feeling helpful. Whatever he knows or doesn't, he won't tell.
All right, come back to the Belfry and we'll regroup.
Copy that. Thanks. I'll take that.
And we found a Batarang. Hey. We will get there eventually, guys. I think it's just like a massive building. Need to pass by. Okay, we're actually above it. Well, we want to go down, mate, not up. Right.
Huh. You're not what I expected.
Nice costume, Batgirl.
I know a guy who might be able to fix it cheap.
Just gonna go to this cache.
I don't think I've seen them around.
Batgirl acknowledged.
No, come on, man.
User approved.
We nearly fucked that up then.
Uploaded to AR device.
You can't be serious, bro. Right. Oh, we can fast travel that. Let's do these cash drops, why not?
Batgirl recognized. Identity confirmed. Cache location sent to AR device.
Alright, we'll carry on doing them in the next time we use a character to leave the belfry. If that makes sense. Okay, 5 crimes stopped. 1 very low difficulty, 3 low difficulty, 1 high difficulty. 2 bonus objectives completed, 10 cops rescued, 4 citizens rescued. That's a lot more, isn't it, guys? Alright.
I put some new info on the board.
Police are investigating the involvement of one of Gotham's most notorious criminals after a recent riot at Blackgate Penitentiary. Harley Quinn, the psychiatrist turned felon and frequent rival of Batman, was reportedly seen at Blackgate during the riot, despite the fact that she is not currently an inmate. According to sources within Blackgate, Quinn had been quietly using the safety of a cell as a kind of base of operations, enabled by some well-placed allies within prison security. Authorities are now looking into whether Quinn incited the riot and what motive she could have possibly had to do so. I'm Noor Rashid, and this is GCN.
Alright. Okay. Let's get them gear upgrades, man. Alright. We got Fox Mod Critical Enhancement. Sounds really good. Alright, let's read all this. Let's talk to Alfred, and then we are going to leave it there, guys, for today. Notable Gothamites. So we've got Detective Renee Montoya. Detective Montoya's conviction to honesty and justice rivals Jim Gordon's. She fought against the rot and corruption of the GCPD since the day she made detective, and has been continuing the fight best she can in the wake of Jim's death. She's one of the only people left in GCPD that can be trusted now that Commissioner Kane has turned the department against us. And then Oswald Cobblepot. Looks exactly like the Penguin from the cartoons. Once branded the Penguin by Gotham's press, Oswald took the moniker as a badge of pride during his run as a criminal kingpin. His ambitions have softened recently, now the owner of the Iceberg Lounge. I don't trust his claims about going legitimate, but he's well connected and has served as a valuable source of information in the past. So until I have something concrete, I'll make use of him. Do not let his willingness to help fool you. He is cold and calculating. Oswald only serves one person, himself. He will only assist you if he knows he'll gain something out of it, especially if it'll hurt his enemies. Update. Surprising no one, Cobblepot wasn't feeling super talkative. We'll have to see what we can do about that. BG. Alright. Now we're going to factions. So we've got the mob. Shooter. Gun specialists like this have solid aim, making them a nightmare at a distance. They often work in groups trying to take us down while we're distracted. So we got the regular, and then the veteran, which is like the sniper one. Well, I think, anyway, or that might be just more difficult enemy. Now we've got regulators. What they lack in formal combat training, they make up for in weaponized technology. Their skills range from building black market tech to exploiting security systems and beyond. So we've got the Brawler. Despite being average fighters, tech innovations like shock gauntlets give them an edge in battle. A few well-placed hits can really do a number on you. See, I'm very good at dodging them. We've got the Shocker. These formidable fighters have augmented their already substantial strength with full-arm shock devices, making them a real force to be reckoned with. We've got the Shooter, highly accurate shooters that can cause a lot of trouble in a fight. That makes them a high-value target even if they aren't natural combatants themselves. And then the Sniper. Now, it was the regulators. These fuckers are very annoying because you can't kind of dodge around. You have to just take them out straight away. Well, they're the first ones that I try and take out. Or try to take out the first time round, since I knew the damage. The least technology reliant members of the regulators are no less lethal for it. If you see one in the distance, move like you got a purpose. Exactly. Alright. Okay, so everything else has been upgraded or updated apart from North Gotham. So we've got Iceberg Lounge. Before it became the Iceberg Lounge, the building was home to the Gotham Customs House. At one point the land was part of a proposal for a new waterfront public park, but the project was left in limbo due to soil toxicity. A few years later, after an unusually short application process, Oswald Cobblepot swooped in and bought the property. Turns out he had bribed the inspector to falsify the soil reports so he could buy the land for cheap. He demolished parts of the building and rebuilt it around his new nightclub to make it look partly like an iceberg. The main club space offers good vantage points if we ever need to navigate the building covertly. Oswald has since been conducting all his business, in brackets both legal and illegal, from the Iceberg Lounge.
Still going, bro. You not tried okay hand.
I'm actually coming off in a minute, mate. Believe it or not. We've been doing this for nearly 7 hours now. So it's been a bit of a long stream, but I've played it and it's pretty good, to be fair. Learning it, learning what you need to do, all that kind of stuff. So the building is guarded 24/7 despite Oswald's claims to have gone legit. Regardless, he remains a valuable source of information. And then we've got notes, best points of entry, the roof. So we've got historic Gotham. So GCPD Central. This is the central precinct of the Gotham City Police Department. It houses the detective division where Renee Montoya works. Central patrolling allows pre-trial holding for the Gotham City Courthouse. The bat signal used to sit on the rooftop of the building, but it was taken down when Catherine Kane became the new police commissioner. Many of the vents and windows are used to sneaking through have been blocked or shut closed, which make access in the building much more difficult. I'm sure I've already read this, but I'm going to read it again, just because we're halfway through it now. Unfortunately, since Jim Gordon's death, corruption seems to have risen in the ranks. One of the main reasons for this was the creation of the Major Crimes Unit, as armoured task force dedicated to stopping vigilantes and criminals alike. Officers in this division often abuse their power and are known to take bribes. It's safe to say that cooperation between vigilantes and the GCPD is now officially at an end. So, James Gordon Memorial. Originally this was the Gotham City Police Memorial, where the Wall of Honor and the Eternal Flame were installed in the 1970s. The plaza was expanded 2 years ago to add a memorial for Commissioner James Gordon. After his death in the line of duty, and the memorial was renamed accordingly. Engraved on the front of the statue is a quote from Jim reading, "Gotham has called, and we have answered, and we will never abandon her. Even though it's been 2 years since he passed, the people haven't abandoned Jim either." I still really want to know how Jim died. They still bring flowers to the memorial regularly. Gotham City will be forever in your debt, my friend, and we'll do our best to keep her safe. I'm going to find out just before we end the game, guys, or end this stream. It's just so that obviously we're in the loop, and I'll tell you how he apparently dies, or has died. You may be gone, Dad, but I know you're still watching over me and the city you love so much. I miss you. BG. Okay. And now we've got Lower Gotham. So it's bar 8-bit. Because we've read the other bits of this Lower Gotham. Over the years, the 8-bit has flipped between being just a particularly unhygienic dive bar to an active funnel for contraband. Thanks to its basement access into the cauldron, it's been raided so many times over the years that the GCPD Vice Unit started holding their Christmas parties there. My latest intel says a new player has moved in from outside Gotham. They call themselves the Regulators, and the 8-bit's new owner. Demetrius Long seems to be connected, if the bar's power usage is any indication. The Regulators seem to be running a lot of servers in the basement that would line up with the gang's focus on cybercrime and technology theft. Barbara's working on a way to install a backdoor into their systems, but the Regulators' security is surprisingly good. And then we go to collections. Bruce's audio log. Let's listen to it. Okay, we've got 3 at the moment. Log entry BT01, year 1. This is log entry BT01. Alfred has encouraged me to make time for this. A personal record feels meaningless when there's so much work to be done, but he doesn't ask me for much, so it's been a year since I came back to Gotham. There was always darkness in the city. It used to be insidious. Now it's out in the open. The police ignore violence and embrace corruption. Someone has to do something. Batman felt necessary. A year later, it's clear he is necessary. He's the one who speaks the only language Gotham's enemies understand: violence and fear. It's working. I'm starting to rein in the chaos, but I need to be more careful. Batman is always on the edge of a knife. If I let him go too far, he becomes one of them. That can't happen. Batman can't kill criminals. He needs to demonstrate a higher standard. As Alfred put it, surrendering to violent impulses is easy. Controlling them is what takes courage. Gotham doesn't need a Batman with blood on his hands. I'm doing my best, but there's always room for Batman to improve. Not all of these criminals need to be hurt. Some of them just need help. Alfred was right. This did make me feel a little better, or at least I think I understand all of this more. Maybe this record will be useful someday. If I ever have doubts about Batman, Gotham, or any of it, but that's definitely for later. For now, Batman has so much left to do. Now, I might not have actually have read all that once I realised, obviously, because you click on it, it's an audio, and because of the amount of text on it, I won't have to read all the rest of it.
This is log entry BT01. Alfred has encouraged me to make...
I didn't need to read all that. Okay, we're gonna go through it, and we're gonna scroll through it as he's talking.
This is log entry BT01. Alfred has encouraged me to make time for this. Personal record feels meaningless when there's so much work to be done. But he doesn't ask me for much. So, it's been a year since I came back to Gotham. There was always darkness in this city. It used to be insidious. Now it's out in the open. The police ignore violence and embrace corruption. Someone had to do something. Batman felt necessary. A year later, it's clear he is necessary. He's the one who speaks the only language Gotham's enemies understand. Violence and fear. It's working. I'm starting to rein in the chaos. But I need to be more careful. Batman is always on the edge of a knife. If I let him go too far, he becomes one of them. That can't happen. Batman can't kill criminals. He needs to demonstrate a higher standard. As Alfred put it, surrendering to violent impulses is easy. Controlling them is what takes courage. Gotham doesn't need a Batman with blood on his hands. I'm doing my best. But there's always room for Batman to improve. Not all of these criminals need to be hurt. Some of them just need help. Alfred was right. This did make me feel a little better. Or at least, I think I understand all of this more. Maybe this record will be useful someday. If I ever have doubts about Batman, Gotham, or any of it. But that's definitely for later. For now, Batman has so much left to do. Log entry BT17. So much has changed since I recorded the first one of these. I spent the entire time thinking Batman could do this alone, in complete secrecy. But that's just not possible. Besides Alfred, there are two people on the planet who know Batman's true identity. And only because I told them. It's a risk I don't regret. Jim Gordon earned the right to know. He's the only cop in Gotham I truly trust. And I've learned so much from him, especially about how we achieve justice. I envisioned Batman as vengeance, but Jim helped me make something more out of it. I never wanted to be a detective, but I'm good at it. And he makes me better. What I like most about Jim is that he doesn't want the recognition. He only wants to do what's right. Lucius Fox has me thinking a lot about what right means. When I asked him to help Batman, Lucius wanted nothing to do with it. Justice defined by a white man with wealth and power is hardly justice, he said. It's a crusade. That's why I love Lucius. He doesn't care what Bruce Wayne thinks of him. At all. But he cares deeply about what Batman stands for. Lucius is my moral compass. He finally agreed to get involved. I'm grateful he started by saying no. He was right. Batman shouldn't be a caped crusader. Gotham deserves a better kind of knight. Log entry BT28. It's New Year's Eve at... I suppose it's New Year's Day. Anyway, Alfred asked about my New Year's resolution. What does Bruce Wayne want to achieve this year? I didn't have an answer for him, so he locked me down here with my tea until I figured it out. Batman's purpose is clear. Mine isn't. Besides Batman, there's not a lot I care about. I didn't love saying that out loud. Makes me sound like one of them. The tricksters and clowns and gangsters across Gotham who... I can't even talk to myself without talking about Batman. But protecting people, it's all I'm good at. Maybe that's it. I'm spending this fortune on Batmobiles, building this enormous cave. Meanwhile, Gotham has problems Batman can't solve. But Bruce Wayne might be able to. Jim Gordon's worried about being able to put his daughter through college. Lucius mentioned how great it would be to have a foundation that helps disadvantaged youth study tech. I can take the hint. Then there's always providing relief for the homeless. The Dark Knight works alone, but Bruce Wayne doesn't have to. So, I suppose my resolution is to invest in other people. Alfred will like that. Maybe enough to let me back upstairs and let me sleep in my bed. Because that medical gurney is really uncomfortable.
So, obviously these hidden caches were these audio logs. So, in the next stream, obviously after I end this one, in the next stream, the next time I play this game, either tomorrow or the day after, depending on how far I get with obviously uploading all my other stuff to YouTube, guys. But it will be definitely in 2 days' time because I'm really enjoying this game. Wasn't sure at first, wasn't really sure, but it's turned out to be like the DC version of Spider-Man 2. The gameplay itself is very similar, but it's different at the same time. And it has its different perks and it has its different methods of doing things. And it's the fact that you can play as 4 characters, not 2. Similar tendencies that I love that they've kind of done. And I don't think in any way that it's copying. In my opinion, I think that they've done a good job with the game so far. And I've loved each cutscene so far. So we're going to find all of Bruce's audio logs when we go into the next game. Obviously the gear upgrades, as far as I'm concerned, we've done as much as we can for the Batgirl, but obviously all the other characters I want to go through. I want to make sure they're all fully upgraded, and then we will be calling it a night on it, guys. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it so far. I was hoping it wouldn't, don't get me wrong, I loved Arkham Knight. It was a really good Batman game, but they made it too difficult, even on easy mode. And I was hoping, the last time I played a proper Batman game, because I have played the Telltale version of the Batman series, and I've completed them 100% both. But the game itself, when it came to like Batman, Arkham Knights and all that kind of stuff, it was great up until the part where, obviously you get stuck and there's nothing you can really do. But what they've done with this game is make it so that there's always a way, and they haven't made it as difficult as Arkham Knights. Which, again, like I say, I really appreciate that it's not being like a mind-racking game. It's been pretty chill to the point where, once you know what you're doing, it's pretty straightforward after that. I think what else is pretty awesome as well is the fact that each of these characters kind of have their own little memory. You know, Batgirl has her memory with Jim Gordon. I don't know if Jim Gordon's her father or not. I'm only assuming it is, or they're related in some way. It could just be pure coincidence that they're not even related. Because you don't really hear her say, you know, much about Jim Gordon. He was a friend, she said. But I don't know if he meant, you know, she meant like that's how he's seeing her, how she's seeing him even. There's another secret identity place there, so that's obviously cool. We've got both caches, so we've got 2 secret caches there. What else was I gonna say though? Yeah, but I'm really enjoying this game so far, guys. I know I can't say it enough. It's very similar to Spider-Man. Obviously, it's Batman. I think the interesting part is obviously they kill Batman off straight away. Now, either this Batman's going to have some kind of regeneration, like Jason Todd, who turned into Red Hood. I'm still, don't get me wrong, I'm not completely dead zoned with all DC, but I do need to kind of get into it a bit more. Well, a lot more than Marvel, because Marvel, I'm pretty keyed up with everything on Marvel. With DC, I want a Superman game, you know what I mean? Superman's you'd be like my favourite kind of superhero DC. But what I like about this is the graphics is awesome, and the fact that you're driving the motorcycle or the Batmobile. I think it's all pretty good, to be honest. Oh shit. Okay, I was gonna say then. But apparently you can fast travel as well, so that was the only downside, which it's basically just answered itself. Alright. So, Leeds. Lucius has had a hand in building almost all the tech that Bruce had. They were good friends on top of their professional relationship. As friends, obviously. The GCPD is lousy with crooked cops these days, but Montoya is one of the rare few trying to do the best for the city. Unsurprisingly, that hasn't made her very popular. We should go see what she needs. Well, we can't do that at the moment. There's been an increase in organ thefts in the last few weeks. Unfortunately, it's not just one gang that's responsible. Members of the Freaks, the mob, and the regulators have all been seen stealing organs. The Bat computer has been updated to track ambulance interceptions. And then Penguin says he's gone straight, but that's clearly not the case. Disrupting his side business is going to tick him off. Maybe he'll want to talk to us after we've caused some trouble. Alright. So, priority intel. Harley Quinn, she's a typhoon of chaos. The only side she's ever on is her own. Did some research on the citizens we found helping the freaks. None of them have criminal records. Just a few parking tickets at best. Why are they doing this? Security footage of the freaks doing crimes with Gotham citizens. This would be less remarkable if the citizens weren't all previously upstanding members of society. Okay.
Penguin refused to talk. It's like he doesn't take us seriously.
You may be surprised to learn Batman struggled with similar challenges early in his career. So for a time, he focused his energies elsewhere in the city. When word of his work got out, people were more inclined to cooperate.
The city. We've been so preoccupied with Batman's last case, we've neglected the rest of Gotham.
Gotham may not know Batman is gone, but it certainly feels his absence. There has been a marked increase in gang-related crime.
Not to mention Oswald's own business dealings. Maybe if we mess with those, plus a few other crimes, he'll feel like talking.
You've also received messages from Lucius Fox and Detective Montoya. They may be able to help.
Thanks, Alfred. Guess sometimes I need to look at things through Batman's eyes.
Funny, he used to say the same thing about Batgirl.
Interesting. Alright. So GNN, your news headlines to Barbara Gordon from Gotham News Network Online. Hi Barbara, here's what's happening in Gotham today based on your subscription preferences. Gotham sets new record in a report on federal crime statistics for this quarter. It was revealed that Gotham has set a new record for misdemeanor offences, beating out its previous record from 3 years ago. Experts are torn on the root cause of the recent upswing. Then it says read more. OP-Ed. Vigilante should kill actually. Someone has to say it. Vigilante should get a free pass to kill people. This city needs heroes with the courage of their convictions. They're all soft and no one is willing to take things as far as they need to. I think this OP-Ed needs locking up. Personally, you know, if you're saying that on a news channel, then I think you should be locked up, mate. But again, that says read more. 21 dead and GCPD blocked. Gotham Police Department is ruling as the 21st body has been pulled from the South Gotham Harbour. It's tragic, but as the deaths occurred beyond the city limits, there's not much we can do but cooperate with Bloodhaven Police Department, said GCPD Commissioner, in brackets, read more. Gotham News Network Online. So we got RE Field Trip to Barbara Gordon from Jason Todd. I overheard Dick and Tim talking about going to the Pride Parade in costume. We're obviously going to, right? So I assume they haven't asked that yet. From Jason Todd, normally I'm not one for parades, but in this case I'm happy to make an exception. What's it got to do with anything? From Barbara Gordon, I'm glad we're doing this. Acceptance is good, but support is even better. I let Tim know. P.S. I'm obviously going to pride up my cape, but since you don't have one, in brackets boo, hear me out, Rainbow Hood. Jason. Need to talk To all forward from list. Batman contacts reliable. From Rene Montoya. Batman, it's Montoya. I know Commissioner Kane doesn't want us to talk, but this is urgent. The gangs have been getting restless, and the few good officers we have left are being put in the line of fire needlessly. Your people have really stepped up, but without you out there, the gangs think they're invincible. You need to do something. Come see me at these map coordinates so we can talk. Rene Montoya. Alright. Very cool. Listen to the recorded message. Alright, we'll do that in a second. Let's just upgrade some powers. Alright, let's see the skill points actually. Alright, we've upgraded that. Let's go with Robin. Alright, we've got more skills here. So Robin deals 20% more damage when attacking enemies from behind. Very nice. And then we go for Red Hood. Very nice. Alright, we've got an email here apparently. Okay, this is all about that prior event thing. We're gonna play as Red Hood, because we haven't played as him, and it's all gone round in full loop then, hasn't it?
An encrypted message from Fox Tecker.
It's Lucius. Sorry I've been a ghost since the funeral, but I just realized I forgot to send flowers. If you're ever in the neighborhood, let's meet in my building. I'd like to give you them in person.
Lucius Fox wants to give us flowers. Does he know couriers exist?
Knowing Lucius, I suspect he has something far more useful for us. When you reach Fox Tecker, head straight to the roof.
All right.
What? Together? And Tim got tomato sauce all over Bruce and Babs?
I don't remember that.
What? No, you have to. It was the same year. You know what? Never mind. Dumb story anyway.
Well, I could tell you a story. It's about being dead, then brought back to life by a pit of mind-altering goo.
Hey, I didn't mean...
I don't know what's worse. Having a chunk of my life taken away from me, or coming back to everyone thinking I'm gonna snap.
I'm sorry, Jason. We shouldn't have... I shouldn't have treated you like an outsider.
My God, you're such a Boy Scout. No wonder you were the first.
Hey, Babs, there's this awesome coding course on Tuesday afternoons at Gotham U. You in?
Aw, can't unfortunately. I've been...
Physical and mental preparation go hand in hand. Here, we can train the mind to prepare the body. But it requires deep focus. Let go of your anger, and listen to the sound of my voice. Some enemies will see an opening and unleash a flurry of attacks. But with the right counter, you can put them on the defensive.
Ha! You kids are everywhere!
Good, but don't get complacent. In the heat of battle, remember to not rush. Time your strikes well to build momentum in the fight.
Who's there? You came to the wrong neighborhood, pal!
All right. All right, guys, we are going to leave it there. We just, the only reason we did that was because obviously I wanted to auto save and make sure it works. So what we're going to do is we're going to return to the main menu. And then press continue.
There's new stuff on the board.
Hey, Babs. I've noticed you take your brace off before going on patrol. Do you need us to modify your suit?
Oh, that's okay. I actually built in some bracing mods myself.
Oh, wow. That's so cool.
At this stage, my physio Gail doesn't want me wearing the brace 24/7, but she doesn't,
Know what you do for a living?
Exactly. So I incorporated some of my own assistive tech.
All right. Apologize about that, guys. Okay, so we're going to come off the game now. We've done about 7 hours, so it is quite a long process. I've really enjoyed the game. I'm looking forward to seeing what comes of it in the next time we get on it. Alright, guys, I'm mentally fucked now, as you can probably tell, but I will see you in the next video.
Grayson on the line here. Wayne's
Peace out.
on the board going forward. I have some concerns about what I just heard.